of the NFL on EA Sports. The Tennessee Titans taking on the London Black Knights.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick. Yeah,
you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Now Phillips on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Holding, receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans 37.
He's brought down.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Going right side here, and that's complete.
The pass.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And this is caught by Jackson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has.
And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Phillips. In trouble, and he's taken down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
No, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Operating from the gun, Phillips. And he will find his man on the outside. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Phillips. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Operating from the gun, Phillips throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
3 at the 32-yard line.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. $35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He's brought down at the
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, they're making a real first quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
For the running back.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Gain of 10.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And to give this time to the tailback. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. A 10-play drive that time.
Black Knights 21. Titans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Phillips throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Phillips pass.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Phillips. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
On now is the Titans punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
And most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one is right through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
25-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Phillips. Going to throw again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Titans on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Able to spin free. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
First down and 10. At their own.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now 2nd and 6.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Pushes past him, shedding the tackle. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. That time a 9-play drive. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. You know, I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and
we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and...
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
1st down and 10. At their own.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 11, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
11 on the play. 1st down, London.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, and it's the Giants who are out in front. The Giants seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we're off to check out another game, and they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Desperados looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's take the trip across the Atlantic, see what's happening over in London. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Bulldogs trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
he'll give it here to his running back.
The running back again.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And it's 3rd down.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
15-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum,
skirt
filet
steak.
at
Come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's
He
true.
scores 3 times.
Filet,
There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
Back to throw. Phillips. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On now is the Titans punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return.
1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard busts through the tackle. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Running back. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case...
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays.
Titans, nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Their own 18-yard line.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. From the gun, Phillips. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Titans first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This offense so far on third down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. They're looking at third and a few inches. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive linemen, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll run on first down. Richard, this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and
They'll run with Ridley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. And this offense is running away with this one. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Phillips now throwing on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
7 yards the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here's Phillips on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete from the contact. It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Phillips to throw again. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Titans on third down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other side, and laughter. On first down, Richard in a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Richard. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Another carry for the running back.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
3-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
17-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Back to the ground. It's Ridley again. Avoids him at the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Go! Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Get in the weight room.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Phillips pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Complete in the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for our visitors, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.